Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into trying on these Beauty Bakerie products. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have been wanting to try Beauty Bakerie for a long time. I finally pulled the plug because I was like, I don't know. Right now, oh wait, no, I think they are in stores. I think some Ultas have select things, and I can't remember the name of their other stores that they have. So first of all, I have a plethora of products to try. I have the foundation. Do you guys see that? Coffee and cocoa palette. I have the lip whip in the shade Syruptitious. Hopefully I said that right. Concealer in the shade You're Beautiful. And then I have the blending egg to try. So I'm super excited, like yes girl, I want to try this. So first of all, everyone knows Beauty Bakerie's packaging is A1. Rumor has it that a select company brand has copied them, but that is neither here nor there. But their packaging is A1. Like, look at this foundation, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and start off with that. So it just slides out like so. So I got this shade, ooh, this might be spot on. I got the shade 11, I believe. What's really awesome about Beauty Bakerie is they go, basically the darker the shade, the lower the number. So number 1 is the deepest foundation shade you can get, which normally makeup companies do the opposite. They basically start off with number 1 being the fairest and then like number 20 being the deepest. But yeah, I really love the concept. Beauty Bakerie is a Black-owned business, specifically by a woman, and I love that. And with the sponge, if you can kind of see what the plastic wrapped one is versus this one, I don't want to unwrap them just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with the foundation. It says to use this with the oil, but I am not a fan of oil, especially with my foundations, just because I feel like they don't wear as good. I already primed, or I already did my skin, I did prime, but I already did my skincare prep, which has oil in it, and I didn't want to add another oil, even though it's hydrating, and my skin is actually dry, except for my nose. I'm going to take the plunge and just go ahead and pump this out. This is said to be a Demi matte foundation, and what I really love about this foundation is that it claims to set and it doesn't go anywhere. Like, no transfer, long wearing, it becomes skin-like. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in, and I'm going to go ahead and do the dot method, which I love. We're gonna see how this goes. Put a little bit more over here. Okay, so got it dotted. It looks very orange on camera, but this normally this is how all of my foundations look. Go ahead and rub that off. My fingers. Ooh, it smells really good. Whatever fragrance this is, it smells really good, like not bad at all. Blending this quickly because I know this foundation sets, and I'm kind of dragging at the same time just a little bit. It looks like the sponge picks up the foundation. It's a little bit splotchy in some areas. I think this sponge is picking it up and moving it. So not sure what that's all about. Maybe I'm like it's splotchy. What's going on there? So because it dries fairly quickly, you have to move quickly. So I think that was user error. There are some foundations, like already the gloop on my hand is like super dry. There are some foundations that do that because they set quickly. So this foundation, I think that's why they probably have the oil to combine it with, so that way when you go to blend it on your face, it blends well with the foundation. So in the future, I'll probably use a different type of primer for this foundation just because it sets so quickly. But it still looks really good. So my only complaint is, you guys know I do not like Oompa Loompa orange. I look very red/orange. I'm hoping that this will be toned down by the concealer, but overall the foundation looks nice. It definitely dries fairly quickly, but I do not like the color. Like, I look really red. I'm gonna go ahead and use the concealer in your Brewtiful. I'm hoping that this tones down my face because holy cow. I don't know if my shade, I think I might have gotten too dark of a shade, but I'm really red. Oh, perfect. So this concealer, I can already tell, is going to neutralize this shade because I might have gotten too deep of a shade. Usually when a foundation shows too orange or red on your skin, that means it's too deep. I probably should have seen if this concealer dries too quickly, but here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and blend out. I love how pointed this end is because I'm going to go ahead and blend out all the concealer. So far the sponge is really nice. Oh crap. This concealer, no! This concealer stays put. Look at that. Okay. This is probably why they're like, get the oil. Crap, crap, crap. It's dried. Is it? Yeah. Oh crap. Oh crap, it's dried. Oh my gosh. I might have to start this all over. Okay. So, note to self. This concealer, I think I can save it. But I have to use a brush just because the sponge is not moving quick enough for me for this. So this is probably my fault, you guys. Oh my gosh, but it calmed my whole face down. Like, look at the difference. I just need to fix this. So let me fix this really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, all I had to do is reapply the concealer, and I did have to use my Real Technique powder brush just because this was setting too fast and I need to buff it out. So I think that was my fault because, obviously that was my fault because I did not know. I should have known because this foundation sets so fast. But basically my face is set, like it's not moving, and that's how it gets to not moving is because, yeah. At first I was like, why are their concealers so cool, and I don't think they're gonna look as good on me because there's like no warmth to it, but I am very neutral. I think the reason why Beauty Bakerie makes these so cool toned, especially the deeper ones, because they realize how red the foundation could pick up, and when you mix the two together, I mean, mixing these two together is like perfection. Like, my face looks so good. However, I need to figure out blending techniques for this. So next time I wear this foundation and concealer, I know I need to do one section of my face at a time. And I also need to make sure I have hydrating primers. I'm going to go ahead and use the Beauty Bakerie Flour Powder. I've been using this powder for at least a year now. Nothing new. So I'm going to use my one that I already have open and just set my entire face. I am going to go ahead and use a brush just because I notice, and I don't know if it's me or something I did wrong, but I notice when I go to blend any type of anything, the Beauty Blender egg picks up whatever product is there and moves it. So I'm going to just go ahead and finish out the rest of my face with brush products just because I don't want it to be moved. I do like how soft this sponge is, but I'm not sure why it's picking up the product. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, and I will be right back. You guys, I totally forgot that I have this coffee and cocoa palette. I'm going to go ahead and let me just dust away any type of baking I did. I noticed that my face is like this stuff is set. Like, I'm gonna use the Coffee and Cocoa palette. I'm really excited for this because I've seen this be, you know, used a lot. I'm gonna use the blush and the bronzer. I'm gonna go ahead and go in the Deja Brew and just lightly, I don't know if that really made a difference. This Deja Brew stuff is, I think, to set your under eye depending on how deep you are. And then I'm gonna carve out my jawline just lightly. I mean, I look a little bit brighter. I think it toned my concealer a little bit, which it looks good. There's definitely fallout, so I'm gonna go ahead with the same brush into the Anti-Depresso. I think this is a bronzer. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. It's like kind of deep, but not deep at the same time. Carve out my forehead. Hopefully I'm not too bronze. So now I'm gonna go ahead and try out the Vita Mocha blush. Hopefully this is a good shade. Color payoff is significant. Okay. Oh, is it a bronze? Is this a highlight? What is this? Oh no, Veronica, you silly, silly girl. Let's just blend this out as much as possible. Okay, well, it just added a little bit of sheen. I'm gonna go over that with my actual blush and see if I can rectify this situation. It doesn't look bad, it's just, that's not what I was imagining. So this is the highlight. It's called You're Grounded. Let's see how bright this is. I don't know if this is my right shade. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Okay, highlight is a yes. And then we're just gonna it's definitely glittery, but it's pretty. And I'm just trying to blend out. Super pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up a few more steps, and then I'm gonna try on this lipstick. So I went ahead and already lined my lips, so I'm gonna go ahead and, this applicator is kind of hard to get out. Ooh, I know why. It's hard to get out because the applicator literally fits your lips. Like, yeah. Yes. Dip in one more time. You guys, it looks so good. Turn down my brightness a little bit, but it looks really good. Like, I'm pleasantly surprised. So my final thoughts are, you guys, number one, love the foundation, love the packaging of the foundation. It is a glass bottle, so be careful when traveling. However, this is definitely a foundation I would bring when I am in super humid weather, because I can tell this thing ain't moving and I'll probably get less oily. Definitely really, really red tone for, I think number 11 is supposed to be neutral, I believe. I'm not sure, so I'll have to go on there and see. I do like that it is vegan and long lasting. I'm not vegan, but it's nice to have vegan friendly products on my face because makeup is ultimately skincare. Next up, what saved the foundation for me was the Your Brewtiful concealer. This concealer is bomb. However, just like the foundation, as you guys saw, it sets very quickly, so now I know to do one section of my face at a time. Did not like how quickly it set, but I do love that I was able to save it with a brush. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend both of these two products, but make sure you get the right shade. It might be my fault where I got the wrong shade. Like I said, I bought these online. There was nowhere for me to really swatch. I did the shade finder and compared it to my NARS and all that, but yeah, just ultimately it might be a little bit off. As far as the blending eggs, I do like these. I'm just not sure if I like them with this foundation. I can't really rank it because maybe I should have bought the oil. Maybe that's why they have the oil to be with your foundation, so it just blends beautifully. But I noticed that every time I went to blend something with this sponge, it picked up the product and moved it. So it's really soft. I love the pointed tip, but I'm not sure I would use it with these products. However, because the company uses it with these products, I'm sure it's something that I did wrong. I'm so sure. You guys, I didn't even do any under eye makeup, so just ignore that. I just realized that. I'm like, something looks weird on my face, so just ignore that. Finally, I really did like the Coffee and Cocoa Better Not Bitter. That's cute. Palette. This is not a blush. Well, it kind of was. It added some sheen to my face, so but yeah, I liked everything in this palette. This definitely set my under eye even more, made it a little bit brighter. It kind of toned it down so it wasn't so drastic in the color change. This Anti-Depresso is a really good bronzer slash contour, more of a bronzer because it is warm toned. And then La Vida La Mocha, definitely didn't know. I mean, it kind of added a sheen of orange on my face, which is really pretty on deeper skin tone. And the best thing in this palette is that your grounded highlighter, like, look at my skin, it's just glowing. It looks wet. I love that look. Nose highlight on point. So yeah, love this palette. Definitely a must buy out of everything. So last but certainly not least, this lip product, because I think I forgot I had this too. The Lip Whip in Syruptitious. I like it. It's definitely something that I need a brown liner with just because it dries differently. So I think next time I'll put even more brown liner to kind of tone it down a little bit and focus the pink in the center of my lips. But I really do like it. I can tell that it's not going anywhere. It's kiss proof. Ultimately, I just really like it. So look at my face. Seriously. Close up, no pores. Like, this thing is awesome. And I definitely have large pores, so in my nose area, and my face looks so beat, like so beat. Definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend. However, this is however, definitely buy the oil if you have the foundation. Okay, just do what they say, because you try and skip steps and think you can get over it, and that's why I struggled. I was on the struggle bus. But if anything, let me tell you guys, do one section at a time, but I highly recommend trying Beauty Bakerie. Love their products. Definitely interested to see what more things they have coming out in the pipeline. And yeah, so that concludes my review on Beauty Bakerie products. I was pleasantly surprised. If you guys like videos like this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!